Oh. 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 Welcome to Meaningful Mornings. In our culture, your morning is to begin by waking up before the sun, to welcome and greet the sun. That one is to wake up naturally. That means I slept early, so I'm waking up early. And I wake up to the sound of Om in my head and outside also. The teachers, the contributors in the community, they wake up even earlier and are spreading this sacred sound. After that, before you step onto the earth, your eyes are open and you are to look at your hands and chant. Now keep it simple. Karagre vasate Lakshmi. Kara means hand. Agra means top or foremost. So the top part of my hand. Vasate lives Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the icon for Sampatti, which means inner wealth, virtues. Your morning flows like this, correct? Everything I've described. Our morning begins with a fight with our alarm clock, correct? And then a rush to whatever. Meaningful mornings is a contemporary way of practicing this culture. Om is chanted, you are welcomed. And what do we focus on? Virtues, the real meaning in life. Verse 4, Shri Krishna shares, I am creation. Verse 5, Shri Krishna shares, I am the creator of this creation. Verse 6, Shri Krishna shares, I am consciousness, which means there's no creator and no creation. I know you've all internalized this, but collectively, we'll reflect more. Meaningful Mornings flows through the narrative of Sanatana Dharma, which means infinite nature. So the narrative is from infinity. Another word for this is darshana. Many of you have this name. Darshana means vision. Shri Krishna first shares, I am the waves, that's verse 4. In verse 5, he shares, I am the ocean. In verse 6, he shares, I am water. All of us with a vision of education know that waves are not independent. You do know this, yes? We know that oceans are not independent. We know that water is independent. I've shared many times that a gauge of reality is independence. So waves and oceans, creator and creation, that's all relative. The water, the consciousness is absolute. And that's why Sri Krishna consciously uses the words prabhava and pralaya. This rises and this falls, but I do not rise and fall. This vision, when it comes to a physical entity like waves, ocean, water, makes so much sense to us, doesn't it? Now we have to personalize that from a physical entity to that which is sentient. Stones, plants, animals, and humans. Each of us is a wave. Collectively, we are the ocean, but finally, we are water. This is what liberation is. Liberation from limits. More reflections. Because our minds are not reflective enough, we still feel that there has to be a cause for creation, for me. If there's a cause, then that cause is existence. If there's a cause, then that cause is existence, because existence is independent of the ego, of equipments, of experiences. I had shared this from the narrative of the Upanishad. Sat eva, that means existence alone. Somya, students, disciples, idam agra asi. There was only existence, there is only existence, there will only be existence. Do you know what the Rishi follows up with? Tattvamasi. This existence is you. Reflecting some more. Suppose I can't reflect on existence being the cause. So then what is the cause? Don't tell me that a part of creation is the cause of creation. That is irrational, that is illogical. Creation is created. How did that entity, which was created, be the fundamental cause for this creation? That's why many who share energy is the cause. The Big Bang is the cause. But who created that Big Bang? Who created that energy? It didn't create itself. Finally, I'm coming down more. We just keep coming down. I can't go lower, okay? Consciousness cannot become the creator or creation. Cannot. How can it? Why would it? But consciousness can appear as the creator, as creation. So what is Vivek? An appearance. What is this community? An appearance. What is the structure of this appearance? Forms and names. I was showing our silence retreaters recently a photograph of when I must have been 10 years old. I was at my parents' house. My form has changed so much since then. I like to think that I'm better looking now. Many disagree. My names have changed. At that age, everyone called me Vicky. You can still call me Vicky, but now I have so many more names, mostly negative, some positive. But that's all that's happening. Yes, my consciousness is not changed. With this vision, I'm telling you in a practical sense, we compete less. So much of our effort is in competing over forms. Who's better looking, who's stronger, who's not. And names, who's more influential, who has a higher position. But if you know this is an appearance, then you don't compete. See, meaningful mornings is like signing a non-compete clause. Don't you feel better? And this leads us to a famous and amazing verse of Bhagavad Gita. There's many that are coming in this chapter, but 7:7 is to be noted. Many quote this, many don't follow this, but many quote this. Let us do the same. Mattaf parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya mai sarvamidam protam sutre manigana iva. How many of you have heard this before? By show of hands. Oh, it's new for many. Okay. Mattaha, that is from Sri Krishna. Parataram, higher. Na anyat. There is none that is higher than Sri Krishna. This is a connection for verses 4, 5, 6. Higher than creation is the creator. Higher than the creator is consciousness. But there's nothing higher than consciousness. What is more independent than consciousness? Another way to look at this, suppose you simplify this to spirit and matter. What's higher than matter? Spirit. What's higher than spirit? Nothing. Kinchid asti dhananjaya. Kinchid asti. He's sharing any and all divisions are lower. So any sense of division is that which is lower. And who am I? Who are you? You are beyond these divisions. You have transcended them. That is your nature. And Sri Krishna is a master teacher. He uses the word not Mahabaho, not Kaunteya, but he uses the word Dhananjaya. Some of the history of why this is Prince Arjuna's name. At one point, to support his brother, he had traveled through Bharatavarsha, and every ruler there either had to join the Pandavas or fight. And knowing Prince Arjuna is Savyasachi, he has no weakness. That will come later in Bhagavad Gita. They all joined the Pandavas. Now, many of these rulers were hoarders. You know, all of those reality shows that you're all in about hoarding. These rulers were the same way. And when they joined the Pandavas, all of that wealth was released for the people. The Pandavas were not hoarders. Prince Arjuna was not a hoarder. Wealth is only wealth if it's used, if it's shared. So why Dhananjaya? Mai sarvam idam protam. In me, all of this is strung, is organized. In me means on consciousness, there is a system of creator and creation. Further implications of this: diversity, creation, creator, has the foundation of unity, consciousness. Lots of creation, humans, animals, plants, stones, lots of creators. There's many religions. There's one consciousness, one awareness. You're with me? Share it in a different way. There's lots of you, so I have to keep sharing this in different ways. Sanatana Dharma is a monotheistic polytheism. The oneness expresses as the manyness, correct? That's reality. That's being affirmed here. So what is this specifically, even though I've shared, that is strung on me? The visualization, the comparison given. Sutre, manigana iva, like pearls on a thread. Creation, creator are connected through the consciousness. Pearls are all connected through the thread, the cord. The implication of this, if you're not catching it, we are all pearls. Pearls, Dhananjaya, did you see that connection also? Both are wealth related. Why a pearl? Why not a diamond? You can see through a diamond. It is clear. You can't see through a pearl. Aren't we like pearls? We can't see who we are. Incredible, the choice of words that are used. Do you feel that's incredible? We would have used diamond, correct? That seems to be the most valuable. Why a pearl? Who cares about a pearl? But it describes us. And Pujya Swami Tejomayananda shared, this will be the last reflection on this verse thus far. We give no value to that which gives value to all. We give no value to that which gives value to all. We give no value to consciousness. We give all value to creation. But if there's no consciousness, creation means nothing. Think about this in terms of pearls and names and forms. Pearls are valuable if you can show them off, correct? Suppose you invited me to a party and I walked in with a handful of pearls. Look, everybody, look what I have. You tell me to leave, but if I come in wearing them, wow, Vivekji, he must know a lot. But my point is the thread is what makes it valuable, correct? No thread, no value. So when the rishis say, Vivek, you live by avidya, you're ignorant, you're forgetful, and we reject that, we deflect that. But isn't that what we do in reference to consciousness? We give no value to that which gives value to all. Lovely. To application. Your application yesterday was all of your contacts should be soft. How many of you tried? Very good. The reflection on this is to be careful with the thread. What is the thread in our day-to-day affairs? Existence. Just like with a necklace, you have to be careful with that cord or thread. Be careful with existence. Your related application is today, I want you to wear a new sutra. It could be a wristband, it could be a necklace, it could be a rubber band. I don't care. Tie something around your finger, tie something around your head. But wear a sutra for the next 24 hours. We are now in the final 10 days of meaningful mornings for this semester. We've completed 110 days. This semester will be 120 days, completing on an equally brilliant verse. Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi. Be safe, be sound, be serene, be joy.